Well, hey, good evening, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the Fireside chat here in the Wyoming house. It's about 7:30 Thursday evening. Sasha and I just got back from going downtown, running a bunch of errands, and then over to the lounge for a few hours. So one of my best friends in the lounge is Mark, and Mark came back from California last night. So I haven't seen him since he left in mid-October. So it's been several months. So really good to have one of those pillars back. Yeah, he was one of the first guys I became really pretty close friends with, so it's good to have him back. Several other guys in the lounge. It was a good night, a good afternoon actually. Audie, of course, Dave who runs the place, Brandon, John. Then another good guy, Houston. It was a good night. Good afternoon. I keep saying night. Good. It was a good afternoon. I really enjoyed it today. So today was a picture perfect day. It was perfectly clear out. We actually hit like +8 or +9 down in town today, so that was nice. But since it was so perfect out, I went around and did a little bit of videoing. So most of this video will be just me showing you kind of my backyard and the area around here, around Jackson. I show you Oxbow Bend at Mount Moran, and then show you the Grand Teton Range, and then what we call the Sleeping Indian, and then I show you Jackson Hole Ski Resort, and then Snow Kings Snow Ski Resort, and then I think that's it. But oh, and then I show you Jackson Hole Ski Resort at night. And the reason I showed you that, you can see all the snow cats up there grooming the slopes. They work it hard. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna run all those clips together, and then we'll come back and chat. Okay, guys, I just thought I'd show you. This is my driveway coming out, and I just thought I'd show you how deeply we're cut here. You can see that kind of that 3-foot wall of snow on both sides. So, there's a nice little winter shot. Guy does Clint does a good job of plowing me out every time we have a snowstorm. So this is what I look at in and out. It's wide enough to get delivery trucks in, like UPS and FedEx, and more importantly, to get my oil delivery truck, which is pretty full size, almost semi. So he's got to work his way through here. This is one of my favorite views of the Grand Teton. Across the flats here, you can see there's that snow wall again. This is on my road out of my homestead. You can kind of see the Tetons here real well on the Grand. That's my favorite view of the Grand. It's the wide northern view. It looks the best from here, in my opinion. You guys, I haven't showed you this in a while. I've showed it before, but this is Oxbow Bend, so that is a river. That's the Snake River. Pretty much completely frozen and snowed over with Mount Moran in the background. Anyways, pretty iconic spot. It's one of the most famous pictures from out here. Mount Moran in the background of Oxbow Bend. Anyway, just another good way to show you how wintry it is out here right now. All right, guys, I just thought I'd show you the Teton Range. I stopped at one of the turnouts. There's 4 or 5 that come down the highway here, but you're never gonna see it better than this. I mean, this is just perfect viewing. Even the snow will blow off eventually. So anyway, that's Mount Moran seen from the other side. I showed you from up there. That's Mount Moran. There's the Grand Teton, the Little Tetons. Just perfect weather to show you this. And then way down here is the ski area, Jackson Hole. I'll try to stop somewhere and show that to you a little bit better, but that's where the ski area is right there. Anyway, it's just perfect day, perfect view. Never gonna be able to show it to you better than this, especially in winter. All right, guys, that's really it. All right, we're quite a bit further south now. We're almost in town. You can start to see the ski runs now. If you look at them, they're coming down right to left, right to left, and then a couple coming right down the middle. Those are the bad boys. And let's see if I can zoom in on it. You can see the top of the gondola right up there. Jackson Hole's famous for its gondola, but that's the whole ski area right there.
It is not for the faint of heart. If you can't ski black, you probably don't want to come here for skiing. But there you go. And this is what everyone here calls the Sleeping Indian. Just kind of a mountain. It's got that head and nose shape, big belly, which is funny because that's on the Gros Ventre Valley, and Gros Ventre is French for big belly. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's what it's named for. But anyway, there you go, Sleeping Indian. See it right from the road, right as we head into town. Here's the money shot. Everybody who comes to Grand Tetons National Park, everybody who comes to Jackson, Wyoming, this is where they stand to get their picture taken. Literally every single tourist stops right here. Anyway, kind of a nice shot, isn't it? That's Snow King. That's another ski area that it literally, the bottom of those runs are literally at the back of town. So literally in Jackson. I mean, literally in Jackson, downtown Jackson. Anyway, it's a nice hike to go up it. It's only about an hour and a half to get to the top. It's a nice little fitness hike. Obviously not this time of year, but there you go. 2 ski areas, 1 video. This is serious. These are all black or double black. I don't see too many people ski this ski area, to be honest. And here's an impatient Sasha waiting for us to get gas. She doesn't like all the road noises. But she's happy if I leave the window down so she doesn't feel like I'm running away on her. Like, here's a better shot of Snow King dropping right into town right here. So here's kind of a cool night shot of the ski area. You can see all the snowcats running around up there grooming the slopes for tomorrow morning. There's kind of a thin snowpack up there, so they've been grooming super hard and grooming more runs than they normally would, but just thought I'd make a nice picture. So all the lights at the bottom are the village, and that's what all the locals call it. It's another little city over there at the base of the mountain. That's huge this time of year.
Anyway, it's kind of nice for me to drive around. I've stopped pretty much like a tourist at all the stops. And it's good for me. I haven't done that in a while, so it was kind of fun. And to show this part of the world just as such in a deep winter freeze. I told you I'd do that last fall, and just today was too perfect not to do it. So one thing you haven't seen this, 5 days that I've been here, you haven't seen too much wildlife because I haven't seen it. We've had 1 bull moose on the property here, but he was walking way down the creek bed and just would have made a terrible video. And then I got a shot of some bison walking in the line, maybe 100 yards off the road. But again, it just not a great video compared to all those buffalo videos I've done and all the elk videos and all the moose videos. Just doesn't stand up. So I just haven't seen anything wildlife worthy for putting in a video yet. So that's why we've been relatively animalist. So the one thing I need to do, and if it's a nice day tomorrow, I'll probably do it tomorrow, and that's show you the National Elk Refuge, where the national government actually feeds the migrating elk. They all come down out of all the high country, and they end up in pretty much in downtown Jackson, and sometimes there can be 40 or 50,000 of them there. So they're there. I saw 2 herds today, but boy, it's tough to get a good shot from the road, so I got to think about that and plan it out so I can show you how many elk are down here. And it wouldn't be a video from Piper Dave without Sasha in it, especially here in Wyoming. So there she is. She's laying off her bear rug for some reason. Still digging the leather couch though, but she might be warm. She was outside, was running around, so she might not want to be near the heat of the fire just yet. So, but there she is. She's good to go. Just wanted her to say hi to you guys. All right, guys. I think we'll have a little investing chat here. It's happened to me in real life, so I just did what I'm about to tell you. So there are times when something you invest in works, and it's tempting to just continue to roll, be a casino and put it all on red, or put it all on black, or put it all on 5 if you're a craps player, or let it ride. And that's the mark of a professional investor, is not to do that. And so For example, let's say you put $1 into a specific crypto coin and it goes up 7x since you put it in. So now you're sitting on $7 or $8 for the dollar you put in. You're tempted to think, well, this will just keep doing this every day for the next 6 months, and that's not how it works. And so one of the coins I've invested in the crypto world is XCN and Onyx coin, and it has now gone up 7 times worth what I put in it. So we pulled profits today, and the rule is at least take your money off the table so you're playing with house money. Or if you want a super win, take 2 times your investment and move it to cash and leave the rest on red. And so that's what I did today. I'm just on that coin, not on my whole crypto portfolio, but I did take 2 times my initial investment out of the XCN coin today, moved it to cash. And if XCN has a couple of bad days as people take profits, you buy back in and do it again. So yeah, this is something, one thing that investing teachers should teach, I don't know if they do, is emotional control. Don't let yourself get too down when the investment you've chosen goes down. Don't fear out of the position at the bottom. That's what 99% of the retail investors, that's us, do. And don't fear of missing out, FOMO. Don't FOMO in at the highs only to watch it fall. So you're buying high and then selling low. You're fearing in and fearing out. But when you do get into something that skyrockets, the other emotion is this thing's going to the moon and ain't going to stop. And you have to control all those emotions. Those are the 3 really dangerous ones right now. Like if you were to go look at the chart for XCN and go, oh my God, I've got to get in, that would be a disastrous decision. When things rocket up, they tend to fall the next few days because of profit taking. So take your profit, not all of it, but get the emotion out. Once it's not even your money anymore, there's a lot less emotion in it. So that's what I've done. If you're sitting on anything that is skyrocketed, consider taking the profit out, or at least consider taking your investment out and waiting for another investment to come along, because there's always another investment. Every day there's another investment. That's the other fallacy in the investment world is we hook the one that works and we're just going to ride it. There's different investments every day. So just, if you're entering this world, just be aware of fearing out at the bottom, fearing in at the top, feeling like it's going to rocket every day for the rest of your chosen window to participate, and fearing that you've missed it and there's no other chance to get in, or fear to pull profits because there's nowhere else to put it. None of those things are true. So just be aware of them. And that is our economic lesson by the fire tonight. I guess that's not all I want to say about finance today, because maybe I'm just in an investment mood right now. So if you're relatively new or just kind of starting out or just starting to take control of your own investments, there's a couple other things that you should be really aware of, and that is the amount you choose to invest. It should, especially at the beginning, be a number you are comfortable with watching go up and down. So if you can afford to put $10,000 into investments, only invest like $2,000 and watch and learn. And if it drops a little bit and gives you another buying opportunity, put another $1,000 in. And kind of work with increments. If it's $1,000, then put 100 or 200 in, and then if it drops and gives you another buying opportunity, buy another 100. Make it so that you're not just sweating bullets every time you open up to look at the balance. And the other thing you really shouldn't do is open it up and look at the balance every day. People have real trouble with that, and it gives you extreme tension, and you can get greed can kick in and fear can kick in, and the more you check your balance, the more that's going to happen. So invest a number that you feel comfortable with watching go up and down, and down. Have a number in there that you feel comfortable watching go down. Because if you've kept your powder dry, when you get when what you purchase goes on sale, you can buy some more of it. That's opposite to how most people do it. So just be careful. Be careful how much you do it. Be comfortable with what percentage you're doing it at any one point. You should never slide all your chips into the center of the table. That's looks great in movies and TV shows, but it's a shitty way to run real life investment. The other great way to do it is say I can really only invest $100 every paycheck. So every other Friday, I'm going to put $100 into the investments. That's fantastic. That's called dollar cost averaging, or DCA. That's a brilliant way to take out the humps of the market. And you just buy every other week, every time you get a paycheck, every time you get a bonus check, you put money in the market. If you do that over the course of the year, if you make 26 deposits into the investment, it will smooth out a lot of the bumps that would cause you stress. So were the other two things I wanted to bring up. All right, guys, I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and call it a night. I don't want to make this one so long. Hope you had a good Thursday. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you got a good Friday planned in front of you. I hope you have a good weekend planned in front of you. And I hope next week is planned out in front of you so you know what next week's going to look like. You should know what next week and even the next 2 weeks looks like in your life. Nothing should really cause you much surprise over the next 15, 16 days at this point. If you're following the CEO school, you're using a to-do list, you're running a calendar, and everything due and expected from you between now and over the next 2 weeks is in your calendar. So very, very few things should surprise you or that you would forget about at this point. Guys, I hope this is working for you. I love these videos. Boy, I love being here. It's a great place to call home. So Dave found me another extremely rare box of cigars. He said you'll never see another one for the rest of your life. So we'll do another cigar intro video tomorrow. The guy's amazing. He also said he's kind of run his, he's blown his load. He's kind of gotten us all the specials that he knows about. So tomorrow's video may be the last new cigar update for a while. And then maybe after that we'll do a humidor review of the whole humidor, because so many new people have come on since we did the humidor review, and it's crazy. So my cigar humidor here is as stupid as my tobacco cellar is in Maryland, so it'll be fun to show it to you. So guys, that's it. May God bless you. May he turn his ear to your prayer. May he make his face shine upon you. And may he bless your life as well as he's blessed mine and continues to do so. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Bye.